So I'm sure a lot of you was introduced to my channel for the first time due to the song Cheaper Eggs that I wrote right after the election. That song got 2.5 million views alone on Facebook, and then if you added up all the other platforms, it probably got another million. It really did well, and I had a whole lot of people saying, well, see there, Trump's going to be good for your business. I bet you really enjoyed that. And don't get me wrong, as a musician, you always want to see your songs do good. And I was very thankful and grateful to everyone who liked it, shared it, and downloaded it and supported it. But I had mixed feelings about it because it was one of those songs that I really wished I had never had to write. I wish that Kamala Harris was our president. And I know if she was today, I would be sitting here going to bat for her. I'd be going to bat for Tim Walz, and we'd be fighting off all the crazy conspiracy theories that MAGA would be cooking up. I'm sure they'd have Tim Walz tied to some satanic laser tag or some shit. So it would have been a never-ending show regardless of who won. But I would have much rather had never have had to wrote that song and just been talking about the issues at hand with Kamala Harris as opposed to the Trump 2.0 disaster that we're going through now. But what's funny when I look back at the whole cheaper eggs argument, leading up to the election, I knew so many people that made that issue alone their entire identity. That's all they focused on was, I just want cheaper eggs. I never realized how many rednecks eat eggs until this last election. Now, I like eggs. I eat them every day. I really do. But I had never heard people talk as much about them before. And everything that we tried to warn them about Donald Trump, if we said, hey, this guy's saying he wants to be a dictator on day one. Well, I'm cool with that. I just want cheaper eggs. Well, he's saying he will terminate the Constitution anytime he sees fit. Oh, man, I don't think he'd really do that. I just want cheaper eggs. Well, he's cozying up to these dictators. He's saying that maybe he should rule over us the way that that Putin does Russia or the way Kim Jong-un does North Korea. Oh, well, I don't really believe he's going to do that, man. It's just about cheaper eggs. And then I would point to the racism and the bigotry and the homophobia and the transphobia. And they'd say, oh, man, we ain't none of those things. Y'all are just being hyperbolic now. You're just being hyperbolic. We're none of those things. We just want a lower grocery bill. We just want cheaper eggs. And then Trump gets elected. And I saw so many of them celebrating and flexing and going, yeah, now we're going to get our cheaper eggs. Here's to a lower grocery bill. Here's to cheaper eggs. Here's to going back to a time when prices were so low. And we've not seen that. And so I was inspired to write the song Cheaper Eggs because I was like, you're not going to get them. That's not going to happen. You got hoodwinked. You got played. You got bamboozled. You got completely screwed. And then we saw Trump do everything we warned him about. Everything we warned them about in Project 2025. It's all coming to light now, and they're perfectly okay with it. It's all crickets. So all the accusations that we made, I mean, all the things that we said about him, with him wanting to be a dictator on day one, they was right. They're still cool with it. And they're not getting cheaper eggs. If he terminates the Constitution, they're cool with it. And they're still not getting cheaper eggs. It doesn't matter what this guy does, they're not going to get those cheaper eggs, but they're going to somehow find a way to still support him. And now here we are at this point in the game. And what does he do? He reposts this article where Charlie Kirk says, shut up about egg prices. Well, look at this. This is the world we live in now. Look at this. So now he shares this, and it said, Charlie Kirk said, shut up about egg prices. Trump is saving consumers millions. So now the very people that made I want cheaper eggs their entire identity are being told to shut up about egg prices. And you will hear crickets. Or you will hear them say that Elon is saving them money, that Elon is going to get it all straightened out, and he's saving them money. Well, wait, I thought Trump was the smartest guy in the room. If Trump was the smartest guy in the room and he was who was going to solve all your problems, why did he need to have Elon do anything? I thought he was the be-all, end-all. I thought he knew it all. And to everybody that said, oh, Elon's going to get in there and he's going to find all this corruption and then he's going to send us out stimulus checks. Man, he's going to send us $5,000 apiece. If Joe Biden had did that, it would have been called socialism. It would have been demonized to no end. I heard so many people, I don't need a handout from him. I don't need his money. And now they're sitting back hoping that Elon will give them a handout. That's what they're hoping for now. It's such a crazy world we live in. And yes, it is a cult. And I will not apologize for saying it. I no longer feel bad for saying it. I stopped feeling bad about it a long time ago because any rational person would be insulted to sit here and talk about eggs for a solid year or 2 years or however hell long it's been a damn nightmare, but however long they bitched about that, to sit there and talk about that and make that your entire identity and then have someone say to you, shut up about that. Just shut up about that. We're saving you millions. Just shut up. Well, where exactly is he saving you millions? Where exactly have you saw your livelihood get better. We're seeing people lose their farms. We're seeing people's prescription drug prices go up. We're seeing people lose their jobs. We're seeing more and more people say, wait, this isn't what I voted for. I did a video right here on the channel about Bell County, Kentucky, where I grew up, and I love the people of Bell County, Kentucky. I truly do. I know they don't think I do, because they're like, oh, he's a liberal. He's sitting there calling us out. No, I'm trying to say, hey, guys, y'all voted for this, and he's going to destroy the Department of Education. Well, that ain't what we voted for. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. If you was actually listening and if you had actually read past the headlines, that's exactly what he said he was going to do. So to sit back now and go, well, now wait, this ain't what we voted for. Just like in my song Cheaper Eggs, I said, when they say we didn't vote for this, remind them that they did and ask them how it's going with those cheaper eggs. And that's pretty much where we've been for the last little while, is going, so where's the cheaper eggs? How's it going with that? You're not getting any of those things. And when Trump stands up in his speech to Congress and stands up and, talks about English being official and there's no transgenders in sports and blah, 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 none of those things are affecting people here in Appalachia. None of those things. But drug prices are. The economy is killing us. The grocery bill is still killing us. The egg prices is still killing us. And I just know that as a progressive, liberal, left of center, whatever the hell you want to call me, I just know that if I spent all of my time talking about women's rights and talking about how women should have a right to choose, and if I'd have talked about that the entire time and said, look, I'm just voting because I want women to have rights to their own body. If Kamala Harris had got elected and then said, shut up about women, shut up about women's rights, I would be on here raising mortal hell that she said that. I wouldn't be trying to find a way to spin it. I would be saying, wait a minute, are you kidding me? You're going to tell me now not to talk about that? You were supposed to change this. But with Trump, they'll find a way to spin this somehow. And so, folks, I've never really done this before, but we're going to close out this video with my latest song. I ended up writing a sequel to Cheaper Eggs, because once I saw him tell everybody to shut up, I said, well, there's the sequel. There's a song in that one. And so I truly appreciate all of y'all for subscribing here on the channel and sticking around with me and supporting what it is that I do. And here it is, folks. Again, I wished I wouldn't having to write these songs, but it's just the truth. So here is the sequel to Cheaper Eggs. It's called Shut Up and Eat Your Eggs, and I hope you enjoy it. Shut up and eat your eggs. Go on, pay the price. He don't need your vote no more. Now he ain't gotta play nice. That grocery bill's so high, even old Willie would lose his legs. But there'll be no complaining. Shut up and eat your eggs. Hey, English is official, but education's out the door. The markets are crashing as you learn about trade wars. You're all out here flexing, thinking he brought back free speech. Well, that's funny, cause the last 4 years you did nothing but bitch at me. Now Mama can't afford her meds, don't say you wasn't warned. You're never gonna play a trans in sports, but your daddy just lost the farm. Your guy cosplayed as a fry cook and dressed up like a garbage man. And all you got was the Gulf of America and red, white, and blue land. You used to warn about the billionaires and all of the tech bros. Then he invited them all to the dance and left your ass out in the cold. So go on and eat your eggs. Shut up and pay the price. He don't need your vote no more, and now he ain't gotta play nice. That grocery bill's so high, even old Willie would lose his legs. There'll be no complaining, boys. Shut up and eat your eggs. I don't wanna hear no whining, you all shut up and eat your